Kani kadiga Batisi TV, mat pidang pek yaki kubor baman kasni, belawan rasha pida ka Orange Nissan Loom Sopo near Fire Brigade Shillong, ringkat bat ka eco-friendly enterprise, ki plakot nagbenta ki jingdon kam hakasong, bat kara karong.
Menteri Rangba jangka jelah, Conrad Kongkal Sangma, ula ai ke Kulari ginang mikmat jangka United Democratic Party, bat eka Hill State People's Democratic Party. Ki bolong ki atli ki seng haka kunhun sendrom jangka Regional Democratic Alliance, ki bakershan ya ke Sorkar Meghalaya Democratic Alliance, ba ke Sorkar jelah kan sebut dien halor ke isu Lynti rel, ke isu ya kaja Khappud apa dengan ke Sorkar Assam, bat ke Sorkar Meghalaya, bat kumju ru halor kamat ban penrung no Ktien Khasi bat Garo haka kernet ke bapra jangka riti sensyar keri India. Ubah bendo Matthew Lanong, ulang senior working president jangka UDP, haka jekran bigila patai ke borlai thu, bau menteri Rangba kejelau Conrad K Sangma, ulah Kular mon Shimkhia ban buat dien, yakini kimat ki bakong santam bagi pai ba nong shushnong, kila angnut laslamha, kata nadu kisnam ki ba menshua.
As for the Khasi and Garo languages, which languages have been recognized by the government of Meghalaya in the year 2005. The government of Meghalaya has recognized these two languages of the state as associate official language of the state. Associate official languages of the state. That means Khasi in the whole of Khasi Hills and the whole of Giant Hills, and Garo language in the whole of Garo Hills region. Okay. So this is the point. Now, what is important for the government is to take up with the government of India, to see that these two languages are included under the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. The last was in 2003 when 4 languages were included. That is the Dogri, the Santali, the Maithili, and Bodo. These 4 languages were included in the 8th schedule in 2003. That was the last time, under the 92nd Amendment of the Constitution. We were very unfortunate that our languages, Khasi and Garo, were not included then. Now the government, now the Chief Minister has assured that he will take up very strongly from his level and the level of the government that these two languages deserve to be included under the Ishu. So that's that for the languages. Railway is just like this. We go by the sentiment of the people also. We go also by many other considerations, like the hill areas, the green belt, the people, and all that. We would like to go slow on this. We have mentioned this for the Chief Minister, that we'd like to go slow, examine properly. But as for the carriage of materials and goods trains or the cargo train, may be examined to somewhere near, maybe Khanapara or Bornihar from Assam. So that lifting of these materials and food items, essential items, will not be a problem for the government and for those who deal with essential commodities and all that, to go all the way to Guwahati and facing a lot of difficulties, including extra payment That's when they pay them extra, even the price here also, will be enhanced accordingly. So therefore, for railway, that is the only thing. We will examine properly on the advisability or otherwise of bringing the goods train up to somewhere near Khanapara or Borneo. But as for the state, we have to examine. And for the boundary between Assam and Meghalaya, we have placed before the Chief Minister today that in the year 1987, when the Chandrachud Committee submitted its report before the two states, Assam and Meghalaya, they could not propose anything. There was no proposal at all. They simply reported that Meghalaya expressed its own position about the boundary, tracing back to the Khasi states and their boundary, that they would like to go by the boundary existed then according to the Khasi states boundary. So that was the report of the Chandrachud Committee in respect of Khasis. And they said like this, Chandrachud Committee said, we appreciate the sentiments of the Khasis insofar as that point is concerned. This is exactly the words of the Chandrachud Committee. And we also cannot forget or deny Assam their expression that they stand by the constitutional position. Constitutional position means in 1971 there was a Northeast Reorganization Act. So Northeastern states were reorganized in 1971. So Assam stand by that. So Chandrachud Committee said we cannot also ignore the sentiments of Assam that they stand by the constitutional position. So that was that. So Chandrachud Committee did not say anything, simply reported in the report 1987. Now, we have expressed before the Chief Minister that we would like to have, a review on this. Why not propose to the Assam government that let us resume the dialogue, let us at least make attempts for a permanent solution of the boundary, which includes also the Block 1 and Block 2, and also some areas in Garo, especially West Khasi Hills, Kamrup area. Recently, people from Assam, they entered. Recent incursions have taken place recently. We would like to maintain, our good neighborly relationship between Meghalaya and Assam. We cannot fight like India and Chinese. This is our country. We can't go by that. So we would like people of Assam to respect the sentiment of the Meghalayans. Meghalayans also should respect accordingly, likewise, the sentiment of the people of Assam.
We have been lingering with these issues for so many years altogether. If you talk about the boundary dispute, it has been almost 48 years now. There has been 20 meetings between the Chief Minister of Assam and the Chief Minister of, Meghalaya. Right from September 1971 till 2017, we have had about 20 meetings at the Chief Minister's level, and we have about 10 meetings at the Chief Secretary's level. you know. So we thought that we cannot just stop here also. You can understand that recently also you have seen these skirmishes in the border, the tension that is building up. So we don't want these things to escalate. So we feel that at this juncture, we feel that the consultative committee, which was constituted way back in 2015, should be activated, where important stakeholders can come in and give their suggestions as to what needs to be done, because we have to tread cautiously as far as the boundary dispute is concerned. And as far as this, the inclusion of the Khasi and Garo language in the 8th schedule, I just wanted to again reiterate, because this also has been the initiative on our part right from 1973 when R.S. Lingdor, that time when he was a member of the Sahitya Academy. And then if you remember, the Sahitya Academy also had constituted 2 expert committees to examine the justification for inclusion of the Khasi and Garo language in the 8th schedule. And last year, I think it was last year, the Assembly also had adopted a resolution. So we have enough justification now for inclusion of the Khasi language in each. And now, if you look at the national education policy also, the emphasis about the 3-language formula, where regional language, local language also is being given importance. So I feel that we have proper justification for inclusion of the language in the schedule. And as far as the railway is concerned, just to again put emphasis on that, there are 2 things here. We need to balance between, the protection of the people in the state of Meghalaya, to protect and safeguard the people in the state, and at the same time, we also think about the economic movement. So as far as the response of the Chief Minister is that we will try our level best to facilitate the completion of the entry-exit point. So hopefully by the month of October. You understand? So Chief Minister has given the assurance that on his part also and on the part of the government that we are fully committed now. I know that these 3 issues have been lingering for decades altogether, but we need the right approach. We need the right approach and strategies how to move forward. And I hope that we will be able to see some results in the near future.